Welcome to Xilinive. Today we are going to discuss about the business analysis with Python. As you all well aware about, business analysis is a kind of role which is majorly focusing on understanding the requirements of the customer, followed by this providing solutions for them. Not only this, there is a close connect with business analysis in reference to the data, where whatever the organization wants to take any kind of decisions based upon the business what they have, they need to have a concrete information regarding to that. Hence, whatever the relevant data, whatever the required data they have in reference to their business, that must be tested using different tools like statistical tools and as well as the programming these things. In that process, whatever the result we have seen, so based on the decisions will be taken in any of the enterprise. So being a business analyst, as you know, as part of requirements understanding, depends on the kind of profile. I don't say every profile requires data analysis for a business analyst. It's kind of depends on the kind of role, what is that are we playing, because normally there will be different job profiles we see in the industry, different job profiles we see, especially in reference to the BA, because the fortunate point, especially in reference to the business analysis, is this is applicable everywhere. Business analyst is a kind of role which is required for every organization, irrespective of technology, irrespective of the domain. Understanding the business needs and providing solutions is something inevitable for any industry. In this process, being a business analyst, not only about understanding the knowledge areas of business analysis, understanding about the data, how data works and how to analyze the data for some kind of job profiles is essentially required. Here I am naming few job profiles which are available in the market, not more, but few. You could see a role as a business analyst, especially in the field of IT. This is one kind of role where being a business analyst in the sector of IT you are working, this is all something relating to this. At the same time, functional related stuff where you could see business analyst role either in terms of the domain part, either it may be in investment banking domain, or it may be something relating to payments domain, or something relating to healthcare, etc. So these are the domain related business analyst roles are available in industry. At the same time, business analyst works from the technical perspective, technical related BA stuff. So where we need to have an experience with the technology apart from the role of a BA, something relating to MuleSoft, maybe MuleSoft related business analyst might be required for some organizations, for some profiles. Maybe some are relating to SAP. People should have some knowledge over the SAP. Whatever the skill set of BA remains constant, but whatever the roles of SAP and all everything comes under that level. So this is how generally the roles of business analyst will be there, and some roles will be as business systems analyst, we call it as, because earlier we used to have an exclusive role for business analyst as a systems analyst as separate. Business analysis completely focusing on business requirements, all that, whereas systems analyst completely focusing on the system requirements. That is how generally the categorization earlier was. Over a period of time that was merged. Earlier some sort of functional knowledge is essentially required. That's how earlier the role of a BA, but nowadays it is becoming, slowly it's becoming, I don't say completely, slowly it is becoming mandatory, knowing about the technology or knowing about the systems, at least jargons and process functions, all these things were becoming important for any business analyst nowadays. In this process, now we were calling this business analyst in terms of the data, right? So data related stuff. Sometimes we also call these people as data analyst even, right? Business analyst in data. So the role of a business analyst, whatever the responsibilities are we maintaining and how are we doing and all, everything remains constant and same, which you don't see any changes in it. Apart from that, what else we require is you need to have a clear understanding about the data, how to acquire the data and how to protect the data, how to elevate it and how to test it. All these things. So that sort of idea is also required for some profiles for a BA. In view of it, whatever the course content we have designed so far is all about this. This is all about business analysis with Python, because Python is a programming language which is widely using across industries nowadays, especially in the field of data analysis. Whereas the content, what is that are we going to cover is as follows. The first is that introduction to BA, as you know, why and what business analysis is all about. Next, we will be discussing about the importance of data and it's about analysis, like why data is required, what are the different types of data is available, why data analysis is required. Because as I already mentioned some time back, data analysis we do to have a concrete understanding about the kind of problem what customer is facing. There's a scientific way of approach is required. Based on that, whatever the decisions are we taking and all will be planned accordingly. That's how generally the importance of data is all about. So for that, of course, we have a lot of tools available online. Even the basic called Excel can also be used for data analysis. At the same time, we have another programming language called R. R programming is there, which is an open source one. Even we have Python. We have many other tools even. At the same time, for data visualization purpose, we use Tableau, Power BI. So these are the different tools which is being used for data analysis. So not all the organizations may be required all the tools. Maybe some require few, some require few, right? That's how generally this categorization will be made. So here, what is that you need to learn and what is that we are making you to learn is to understand about the data and how the data analysis taken place. At the same time, we used to start the fundamentals of Python. Why Python? For what reason? Why this programming language is so important? What are the basic things to be taken care of under Python? Will be discussed here. Followed by this, the next is that how do you import the data from Excel and as well as from the CSV files and all, everything to Python is also needed. Because if you want to test the data or if you want to perform some activities using the data for testing or something to evaluate the problem, all that stuff. First of all, we need to have a provision to import the data from different sources, either from Excel files or CSV files, all that. That is also essentially required here. Next, whatever the data we have taken and all, we need to clean it and we need to structure the data using Python. So whatever the focus as per this course content, as per this course is all about in connect to the Python. We don't discuss more about the remaining tools, all that. So our focus is completely into Python here. So how to clean and structure the data in Python and all, everything will be discussed here. So once we have imported the data, next we have cleaned and structured the data. Followed by this, we need to analyze the data in Python. And whatever the analysis we have made so far, whatever the analysis we have done so far, finally, that has to be exported into back to the Excel or whatever the files do we have and all, everything that we need to revert back into the Excel files. That is also required. At the same time, as it is, Python is a programming language where debugging code and all, everything were also needed here. So these are the major areas where we are covering in reference to the business analyst with Python course. So the fundamentals of business analysis will be covered for you. Fundamentals of data analysis followed by the Python will also be covered, so that it's a rare combination, because you don't get this set of combinations in all the times. Depends on the expertise what that individual carry, it will be teaches you. Otherwise, it's a rare combination, I can say. For sure, it's a rare combination to teach. So whoever are having experience into business analysis or whoever wants to pursue their career into the field of data analysis, anybody can come. Of course, to whom this course content and all everything is focused on. So that I'll be explaining in once the session is ended. So that will be explained later. So this is all about the Python in connect to the business analysis, all that. At the same time, you need to have some real exposure towards this. In reference to the business analysis in data, you need to have some real exposure when you want to pursue your career, or when you want to learn something. You need to have some real world examples which will be taken here. In this process of it, we need to take some customer segmentation, because if you take any retail outlet, they want to know what is the perception of the customer, why customer, and for what reason customer requires anything of that sort. So we must be knowing about what is the perception, demand, expectations of the customer is essentially needed here. So based on that point in consideration, and developing customer segmentation analysis is what we do as a real world example itself. At the same time, we conduct in-depth process, and as well as the kind of bottlenecks, what is that we face and how to analyze that will also be focused here. Next, we need to analyze, and we'll be analyzing about the seasonalities, followed by the kind of demand fluctuations and all, depends on the demand and all. So what is that happens and all, everything will be discussed even here. Followed by this, next we structure the market promotions, because whatever the customer segmentation are we doing and all, everything something connecting to how you are going to promote the market, because end of the day, perception of the customer and how you are building your brand and making this elevated to the next level is essentially required. So how you need to promote your market and how you are analyzing it. End of the day, any enterprise requires an ROA, which stands for return of investment. What is that I have invested, and what is that I am going to get, and in how many days, or in how many years, or in how many months. That is what is needed. So that structure and all everything is also essentially needed. For this, there is a business case implementation will be taken for this course, so that people who are attending for this course will have a clear understanding about the combination of BA and Python. So this is all about the complete overview about the one which is that are we going to discuss in this course. Now I am going to explain you what are all the people are we focusing and what kind of people. So when we talk about target audience for whom this course is useful are as follows. The first people, business analyst, who are working as a business analyst, working or learners of BA, and want to have some knowledge over data analysis. For these people it is being used for, right? Either these people may be working people, or maybe people who have learned their business analyst, who wants to pursue their career in combination of it. So this is being used for them. This is one thing. Second, this is used even for a data analyst, because a person, either he may be a working person or a learner, whoever is having data analysis experience. So this person wants to pursue their career, or they wants to get some exposure towards business analysis, working or of a learner in the field of data analysis, where they want to step into business analysis field. This is also required for them. At the same time, this is being used for the interested learners, whoever wants to learn based on their interest, whatever the interest they have and all. Right, even interested learners were also the audience here. So these are the three kind of audiences which we are focusing more of. Business analyst, people who are working as a business analyst, or whoever is having experience as a BA, or learners who are like applying for jobs, job seekers, all that. For them, this is being used for them because even it's a combination of data analysis even, so that they can prepare themselves, so that they can apply for opportunities. Next, people whoever is having experience or the learners of data analysis and who wants to get into the career of business analyst or combination of BA if they want to put in their professional experience, those people can also work for. At the same time, interested learners, even people who are interested to learn voluntarily about BA combination of data analysis and all, these people can also opt this course. So this is all about business analyst with Python, is what the introduction as well as the basics, and for what reason it is being used, what is that are we going to discuss during the course is what is all about. For more details regarding the course as well as the training, followed by this, if you have any questions in regard to that, you can always reach us at our email ID followed by the contact details, which will be given in below to this video. Thank you. Bye.